This week, the experiment is force and motion. My group introduction is the lab performance was completely focused on the force and motion. Force and motion are fundamental concepts in physics that describe the interaction between objects. Force in the influence that can cause an object to undergo a change in speed, direction, or shape of motion, and on the other hand is the change in position of an object over time. Force is a push or pull applied to an object, causing it to accelerate. Motion. Motion, on the other hand, refers to the change in position of an object over time. Force, force can influence the speed.
The fundamental equation crucial in understanding force and motion is Newton's second law, which included the correlation among force, mass, and acceleration. This equation emphasizes that the force acted on an object equals the product of the object mass and its acceleration. It outlines the cause and effect connection between the force applied to an object and the resultant motion it undergoes. Moreover, it essential it recognize the acceleration denote the rate at which velocity change, while velocity signify that the rate at which displacement change concerning time. Hold immense important in comprehending the dynamic of object in motion.
Okay, task 2. To determine the critical value of angle before the block is moving, fixed condition of static friction, different angle. Firstly, open the link that given, then set the parameters as follows. The fixed coefficient of static friction is wood block on wood plate. Okay. The initial velocity is 0 meter per second, gravity 9.8 meter per second, mass 10 kilogram, coefficient of static friction US 0.42, coefficient of kinetic friction UK 0, angle 0. And then mark the result in the table, repeat process with different angle. Find the border value between the block aesthetic. Okay. You need to find the border value between the blocks is 30 and moving. Use the formula. Apply force minus friction force. Sorry. Using mg sin theta minus USS mg cos.
Hello, my name is Siti Amira, program SEH Group 3. I will explain the discussion part. Discussion for number 1, referring to task 1, different US. If the mass of the object reduces, will we have a different USS? Use the formula mg sin theta minus un to prove your finding. The mass we use is 2. So, the formula m to be 2, g to be 9.8, sin theta is sin 30, so to be 0.5 minus USS is 0.578, M is 2, G is 9.8, and cos theta 30 to be 0.866. So the last value total we get 0. Discussion number 2, referring to task 2, different angle. If we change the material of block and plane from wood to steel, do we expect a higher angle before the block start moving? Refer the table below. For steel to steel US, use the formula mg sin theta minus un to prove your finding. To calculate this part, m to be 10, g to be 9.8, and sin theta to be sin 36.5 minus the USS is 0.74, M to be 10, G to be 9.8 and cos 36.5. How we get the angle of 30.5 is when we change the static friction from 0.42 to 0.74. We have to find new angle until the block and plane get the last value for the static block. So the total is 0. Thank you.
Item number 5. In conclusion, referring to task 1, the factor responsible of initiating movement in the block is the coefficient of static friction. In this situation mentioned earlier, the critical value of the coefficient of static friction required for the block to start moving is 0.577. Referring to task 2, the inclined angle plays a pivotal role in moving the block. In the scenario described earlier, the critical angle value of the plane required for the block to begin moving is 22.8 degrees. Thank you.